Hi ladies, welcome to day 14 of summer lovin'. And I want you to know a concept that I call bullshit on. The concept that we think time heals the heart. And I think it's a belief we bought into in society, thinking that the more time that goes on, the less we're gonna feel hurt and the more we can actually be present. And I actually don't believe that's true. What I think happens is we just bury it more and more down until we're in a moment that we get triggered and all those emotions and feelings rise to the top and our actions end up overtaking logic. Here's an example. I had a client and she was going on dates and having a really hard time staying present and really seeing the guy as neutral. And what she found herself is every time he would look on his phone or seem distracted or maybe was a bit late, her body would tense and she'd get really anxious and start overanalyzing and questioning him. And when the work we began to do is we realized that she had been cheated on almost 4.5 years ago prior. And what happened is every these behaviors of this new guy, she was triggered and reminded of her old relationship. And although this guy had nothing to do with it, he was either late because of a work call or he was checking his phone because he knew he had some business things coming in, she had a hard time separating it and being really present. And all she did was find that the past was coming to the forefront. So here's something to think about, ladies. Where in your past have you may have thought you've gone over it, healed your heart and moved on, when in fact you've really just buried those emotions and thought time would remove it? Because the reality is it really didn't. And you're gonna find being triggered or being overridden by these emotions when we haven't really released it. And you may find that even though you think you're really neutral and being present, it will show up. The other way it'll start showing up is if you have these beliefs around men. So this client, when I was asking her what she thinks about men and how she feels about it, she's like, oh, I think all men are really great, except I don't know if all of them have the best interest at heart, or that they are really considerate, or that they're really trustworthy. And even though those beliefs aren't something she was communicating out loud and often, it was underneath the surface. And so it would show up on her dates. It would be an energy and men could feel it. It was like this guarded wall that was like up against her that men could push against. And so even though she was really trying hard and putting herself out there, these underlying beliefs and hurt was really shadowing and almost sabotaging the potential. And so ladies, if we don't get really honest with ourselves and clear that, it will continue to show up. And so what ends up happening is these beliefs, if you have like men can't be trusted, or men don't really show emotions, men always have an agenda, men want more from me than I want to give, whatever those beliefs might be, and any hurt we may have had, right, small or big, if we don't release it, we will actually keep attracting those same experiences over and over and over again. And you may come to me and say, Nicole, you know what, I just don't think love's in the cards for me because all the men I keep meeting are XYZ, right, the pain points that we keep having. And it's because those feelings, those emotions are still part of us and we haven't let it go. So ladies, if this resonates with you, or you're like, yeah, maybe there's something there that I'm not letting go of, or you're continually having experiences that repeat themselves, please jump on a love strategy call. I would love to help you out, because that is what's going to be blocking you from actually having the relationship you want and desire. So get honest with yourself, see where that might be showing up, and jump on a call, and I'd love to help you. I'll see you on the next video.